Welcome to the 2013 South Texas Weather Year in Review, presented by the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Corpus Christi, Texas. The weather across South Texas can change quickly. High winds, hailstorms, tornadoes, dust storms, and floods often occur. In this video, we look back at some of the top weather events across South Texas in 2013. February 6, 2013. Thunderstorms produced a damaging microburst in the community of Skidmore in southern B County. The storms produced damage at the high school in Skidmore, broke large tree branches, and even tore a portion of a roof off a home. Wind speeds were estimated at 70 miles per hour. Freer, Texas, February 11, 2013. Severe thunderstorms produced straight-line winds of 60 miles per hour. One house under construction collapsed. A portion of a roof was torn off a motel, and several tin sheds were damaged along with a few fences. February 25, 2013. An intense upper-level low-pressure system moved across Texas. Northwest winds across South Texas became very gusty. Sustained winds ranging from 45 to 55 miles per hour, with gusts near 65 miles per hour, were recorded. These are the strongest wind speeds not associated with a tropical cyclone or severe thunderstorm that have been recorded in Corpus Christi. The strong winds produced blowing dust across the coastal bend. The blowing dust was so widespread it was observed from space on visible satellite imagery. Some large tree branches were broken across the region, with trees like this one uprooted. Launching weather balloons can be tricky, even on an average breezy day in South Texas. This day proved much more challenging. Here, Doug Vogelsang of NWS Corpus Christi successfully launched a weather balloon in wind speeds gusting over 50 miles per hour. Aransas Pass, Texas, March 1, 2013. A wildfire burned 67 acres on the north side of Aransas Pass. The fire started in the middle of the afternoon and spread to the northwest by gusty winds. The wildfire destroyed 2 mobile homes and injured 2 people. The fire threatened over 50 homes and led to the evacuation of a total of 70 homes. A rare weather phenomena occurred across the coastal bend on March 5th called a gravity wave. These waves form in stable air ahead of approaching cold fronts and can produce spectacular-looking clouds. This photo on the bottom was taken at the Corpus Christi International Airport as the gravity wave approached. Wind speeds gusted to 45 miles per hour with this wave. One of the larger hail events in recorded South Texas history occurred on Easter Sunday, March 31st. Scattered severe thunderstorms developed over the northern Rio Grande Plains during the late afternoon and moved southeast into the brush country during the evening hours. 2 supercells tracked through the region, producing large hail. One of the supercells traveled from east of Cotulla to Falfurrias. This storm produced hail from baseball to grapefruit sized, causing damage in the community of Freer and the community of Benavides. The hail produced damage to nearly every vehicle in the town of Benavides, punching large holes through windows and leaving large dents in vehicles. The hail was also wind-driven and punched holes through some north-facing walls of homes. Even our weather-observing equipment could not escape the damage, with a temperature shelter busted and dents occurring in our rain gauge. In all, severe hail damaged 258 residences, 100 abandoned homes, and more than 700 vehicles. 1 person suffered a head injury. The National Weather Service went through a radar upgrade in 2012 and 2013, allowing radars to more accurately determine large hail and storms. Ironically, this Easter Day hail event in South Texas was the first event that forecasters at the National Weather Service in Corpus Christi were able to use the radar upgrade. On the afternoon of April 29th, several South Texas residents near Taft were witness to a weak tornado. The tornado remained over open farmland and was classified as an EF0 tornado with wind speeds of 85 miles per hour or less. The tornado was on the ground for nearly 10 minutes and provided for some spectacular photos. On May 25th, scattered to numerous thunderstorms produced very heavy rainfall across portions of B and Live Oak counties. Between 7 and 9 inches of rain fell. The most significant flooding occurred in the town of Pettis in northern B County. Flooding occurred in the town and along Medio Creek. Roads and vehicles were flooded, along with several homes and businesses in Pettis. Interstate 37 was closed due to 4 feet of water over the road in Live Oak County. The storms also produced a tornado on the north side of Victoria. The tornado gave residents of Victoria a scare, but remained in an open field just north of the Victoria Mall and was classified as an EF0 tornado with wind speeds of 85 miles per hour or less. Funnel clouds were also observed as far south as Corpus Christi, but none of them reached the ground. A storm that same day produced a microburst near the ship channel in Corpus Christi, producing straight-line wind speeds of 80 miles per hour and damaging one business. Heavy rain from that week also produced flooding along the San Antonio River and eventually flooded portions of Goliad State Park. On June 16th, over 16 inches of rain fell to our north in the city of Eagle Pass, producing devastating flooding. The water eventually made its way down the Rio Grande that week and produced flooding along the Rio Grande at Laredo. The river at Laredo crested at its 11th highest crest on record at just under 22 feet and flooded portions of the mall and customs parking lot. A dent was put in the drought during the month of August across portions of the northern coastal bend. Rainfall was 2 to 8 inches above normal across portions of this region during the month of August. And it was the southern coastal bend and brush country's turn during the month of September. Rainfall for the month was observed 2 to 8 inches above normal across many areas. The 2013 Atlantic tropical season did not quite live up to seasonal forecasts. 13 named storms were observed, but only 2 of them became hurricanes. The Texas coast was spared. However, Hurricane Ingrid, which made landfall in Mexico, did provide increased swells and tides across the middle Texas coast. Swells from the storm flooded the parking lot of Horace Caldwell Pier in Port Aransas and caused run-up to the dunes and into beach access roads on North Padre and Mustang Islands. On the night of October 13th and into the morning of October 14th, a heavy rainfall event occurred near Asherton and Carrizo Springs. A widespread area of 8 to 14 inches fell directly in the headwaters of the Nueces River. This produced major river flooding downstream along the Nueces River for the next 2 weeks. A swollen river channel was observed from satellite across LaSalle and McMullen counties. The Nueces River at Cotulla crested at its 4th highest crest on record and its 3rd highest crest on record near Tilden. From the air, flooding was observed 2 miles away from the main river channel. The flooding also backed up into portions of the Frio River at Tilden, flooding portions of Tibbs Park. Downstream flooding was observed in Live Oak County, forcing residents to evacuate and flooding several homes. Several county roads along the river were also flooded. However, there was very welcome news for Lake Corpus Christi. The flooding along the Nueces River produced a 14-foot rise in the lake, filling it to capacity for the first time since 2010. Stunning satellite imagery caught a before and after of Lake Corpus Christi, seen here in August at under 30% capacity, and then in November at 100% capacity. An unusual event occurred December 22nd across South Texas, rain mixed with red dust. The dust originated the afternoon of the 21st during a large dust storm in Mexico. Satellite imagery later that night caught the dust aloft in the atmosphere moving into South Texas, and later that night isolated showers brought it to the surface. Many South Texas residents woke up to images like these, their vehicles covered in red dirt. Finally, 2013 will be remembered for the gradual improvement in drought conditions across South Texas, especially across portions of the brush country and Rio Grande Plains. The drought severity did improve across the coastal bend, but the drought did not end across this region. Corpus Christi was around 8 inches of rainfall below average for 2013, and Victoria around 15 inches below average. Rainfall deficits combined over the past 3 years are measured in feet at both Corpus Christi and Victoria, 3.5 and nearly 5 feet respectively. South Texas experienced a wide range of weather in 2013. It's important for you and your family to be prepared for natural disasters. For more information on how you can be prepared, visit ready.gov. I'm Senior Forecaster Jason Runyon with the National Weather Service in Corpus Christi. Thanks for watching and have a safe and happy 2014.